Hello everyone, I received the results for my recent English exam. I noticed in the comment sections of my last video that some of you were interested in seeing it. So I thought I will do a review. Having gone through the paper, I have a clear understanding of where my main difficulties were. Let's take a look at the analysis together. Let me first introduce the overall structure of the exam paper. Since listening is not tested in our region, we don't need to answer this section. The full score of the paper is 120, and the final score is multiplied by 1.25 to be converted to a full score of 150. Let's first look at its main sections. First is the reading comprehension section, which includes 5 passages from passage A to passage D, with the difficulty increasing step by step. The last one is a passage with 7 options for 5 blanks, where we need to choose 5 options that fit the logical flow of the whole text from 7 choices. The first 4 passages mainly test the understanding of the text content. Next is the third section, language application, which consists of 2 parts, a cloze test and a grammar fill in the blanks. The final part is writing. The first writing task is a practical writing, usually letter writing. The second one is a story continuation writing. Here's my score for this exam, 119 points. I ranked 10th in the grade and 4th in the class. Honestly, this is still far from my expectation. My ultimate goal for the college entrance examination, the Gaokao, is 140 points, and there's still a gap of about 20 points to make up. Of course, this is also partly because this exam was more difficult than the last one. Now I will check where I lost most of my points in this exam. First, with reading passage C and D, these scientific expository text. I always struggle to fully understand them, especially when it comes to some technical terms and science-related knowledge. I can't clearly figure out how they connect. What's more, my vocabulary is always insufficient when reading this type of article, so I just match the keywords in the questions with those in the passages and then pick an approximate answer. That's why my accuracy rates for these two passages fluctuates a lot. Sometimes I get all the answers right, and sometimes I make a lot of mistakes. Then there's the language application part. In the cloze test, I can't recognize a lot of fixed collocations and the new meanings of familiar words. Also, I probably don't read enough English materials, so I can't tell the whole story's directions after reading the first 2 paragraphs. I have to finish the whole passage to roughly picture the story's close and flow in my mind before answering, which honestly wastes a bit of time. And this is also a vocabulary problem, I guess. As for the grammar fill in the blanks, I can't fully master the fixed collocations in grammar, but I'm okay with special sentence patterns. And finally, for the writing section, I really need to dig deeper and reflect on my mistakes here. I'll be sharing the prompt topics and my actual answer sheets for the writing tasks in my post. So I'd love to hear all your valuable advice and suggestions, whether it's about polishing sentence structures, fixing grammar issues, making the story plot flow more naturally for the continuation writing, or even perfecting the format for the practical letter writing. All your input will mean a lot to me. That's all for today's video, everyone. Thanks so much for watching till the end. If you want to follow my study journey, get more of my study plans and tips, and also learn about how the Chinese Gaokao works, don't forget to subscribe me and hit the like button. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys.